Hello students, welcome once again to online teaching program. We have already started with English subject for standard 9th. Myself, Mrs. Bhakti Kulkarni from JDC Bitco English Medium High School, Nasik Road. Children, so far we have studied Unit 1. In Unit 1 we have studied two poems, 1.1 that is Life and 1.3 that is Have You Ever Seen. In this video, we are going to learn how to write an appreciation. Children, for standard 9th, actually appreciation question which is based according to the revised syllabus is very easy. It contains marks 10. Now let us discuss how to write an appreciation based on whatever poem is given to you. Usually, while writing an appreciation of the poem, we have to consider 8 points which are given to you. While writing those 8 points, each point has to be written in point-wise format. Actually, it is like that. While writing an appreciation, it is to be written in a paragraph format. But since appreciation is a new concept for standard 9th, we are discussing the appreciation into point-wise format. The first point is title. Title means we have to write the name of the poem. Usually, children, the name of the poem is printed for you. The second point is name of the poet or poetess. The third point is rhyme scheme. Fourth point is favorite line. Fifth is theme or central idea. Sixth is figure of speech. Seventh is special features or what type of poem it is, what type of language it is, the tone of the poem or implied meaning of the poem to be written. And the last point is why I like the poem or why I dislike the poem. So these points are to be considered while writing the appreciation. Make sure, firstly, when we are going to write an appreciation, we are supposed to write in the point-wise format. Next format we will see in the next video. So now, let us begin and discuss each point separately. So let us begin with the discussion of the points. The first point is the title of the poem. It means the name of the poem. You are supposed to write the name of the poem which is already given to you. It is very easy. After writing the name of the poem, students, you will score 1 mark. Make sure, while writing those points appropriately, you can get easily 10 marks. The second point is the name of the poet or poetess. While writing this point, you have to mention who has written the poem. You are supposed to write the name of the poet which is given to you. If the name of the poet is not mentioned in the poem, you can write it as anonymous. Children, again, while writing the name of the poet, you will score 1 mark. The third point is rhyme scheme. Rhyme scheme is the pattern of endings of a line or a song. For example, if the last word of the first line rhymes, last word of the second line, both are given the same letter. For example, A. And other last word of any other line rhyming with these two will also be given the same letter, that is A. The other lines with different rhyming words at the end, which does not rhyme with A, will be given the letter B. Usually, we write rhyme scheme with the help of last word of every line, where the pronunciation will be same and sounding of the letters will be same. While writing the rhyming scheme, we have to write a specific pattern of alphabets. Some example is given to you, like A, A, B, B. Sometimes it is A, B also, and so on. After writing the rhyming scheme, again you will score 1 mark. Rhyming scheme you have already studied right from your 5th standard. When two same sounding words are there at the end of each line, we have to give a specific alphabet to that words. That is known as rhyme scheme. Fourth point is favorite line. Now once you have read the poem, you are familiar with the poem. That means you know what is the theme or what is the content of the poem. Obviously, what message the poet wants to give. So after reading the poem thoroughly, you can identify which is your favorite line. So you can write your favorite line in this point. Again, after writing your favorite line, you will score 1 mark. Now these favorite lines will differ from students to students. Every student cannot write the same line. So this line, the lines will differ accordingly. The next point is the central idea of the poem. In this point, you are supposed to write the main idea of the poem in about 3 to 4 lines. While writing the central idea, you must focus on the exact content and you have to describe the poem in short. You are going to write the main message or the main theme, what the poet wants to convey to the readers. That will come in the central idea of the poem. Again, after writing the central idea or the theme exactly, students, you will score marks 2. The next point is figure of speech. Now, figure of speech, you have already studied this in your 7th standard or 8th standard. Figure of speech means a musical tone which is given to the lines which are there in the poem. While writing the figure of speech, you have to make sure that you are going to write what type of figure of speech that is. After writing exact figure of speech of the given line, you will score half mark. What type of figure of speech that is, you have to explain also. After explaining the further part, you will get half mark. That means figure of speech, this point contains 1 mark. The next point is the special feature. Again, special feature of the poem is just like an image in the poem. You have to explain how the beautiful description of the nature or of whatever theme the poet wants to convey to the readers, that you have to write in very short way. In short, it is just like a message of the poet which you are going to convey or which you are going to write in your own words. Now you have to make sure that while writing the special feature of the poem, you are going to write this particular point into 5 to 6 lines. This particular point will again have 2 marks. The last point is why you like the poem or why you dislike the poem. In this point, you are supposed to write whether the poem made you laugh or enjoy or made you think, or if the rhymes were good. If the message the poet has conveyed to you that is appropriate, that is related to your life related to the nature, whatever it is. In short, you are supposed to write why you like the poem. Again, this point may differ from students to students. Like some children, they may write, I did not like the poem. Some may write, why I like the poem. But you are going to share that, you are going to write it exactly why you like the poem or why you dislike the poem. In this way, your appreciation will end. The total number of lines written should be 14 to 15, near about. After writing the whole appreciation, students will score marks 10. But while writing the appreciation, you must be very much clear that it should be in appropriate words. And your explanation or the formation of the sentences should be very much appropriate. Then and then only you may score good marks. So far we have seen how to write an appreciation with the help of certain points. We have discussed 8 points. Now let us see how to write an appreciation with the help of given points. Students, we have studied Unit 1.1, that is life. Let us begin how to write an appreciation. The first point, title. The title of the poem is Life. Second point is name of the poet. This poem is written by Charlotte Bronte. Third point is rhyme scheme. The rhyme scheme of the poem is AB, CB, DE, DE, FG, FG, HB, HB, and so on. Fourth point is my favorite line. As I have told you that my favorite line will differ from student to student. So my favorite line I have written here is, oft a little morning rain foretells a pleasant day. The fifth point is theme or central idea. We have already discussed when we studied about how to write a central idea. Central idea means we have to focus on the main theme of the poem. What message the poet wants to convey. That we have to write in short while writing the central idea. So here, the poem Life is motivating and optimistic poem, which encourages us to be positive in life. The poetess further says that sometimes there are some bad moments in life, but they are temporary and can fade away quickly. At last, she says, we should not lose hope because hope and courage can overcome on any problems in life. Sixth point is figure of speech. Now throughout the poem, the poet has used many figure of speeches. Here we are going to discuss few. The first one is metaphor. Life's sunny hours flit by. Now here, sunny hours are refer to good times in life. Number 2, oft a little morning rain. Morning rain refers to the small problems in life. Now here we can see metaphor we have written, for that you will get half mark, and explanation we have written, for that half mark. The second figure of speech the poet has used in the poem is personification. Children, you have studied many figure of speeches in your 8th standard. So personification means some human quality is given to the inanimate things. Example here is given. What thou death at times steps in. What thou sorrow seems to win. Now here, death is given the human quality of stepping in one's life, whereas sorrow is given the human quality of winning. The third figure of speech what the poet has used in this poem is alliteration. we have already studied. Alliteration means some sound in the line is added in order to stress, in order to focus on the line, in order to make the readers read again. So, here the line, so dark as the sages say. You can see here S sound is repeated again and again to make the readers know what exactly the poet wants to convey. The fourth figure of speech which is used here is interrogation. Many a times the poet or the poetess, they uses interrogation figure of speech in their poem. Interrogation means a question is asked for the readers. Not because they wanted to, not because the poet wants an answer from the readers, but the poet wants to stress on the message of the poem. So here the first line is, what thou death at times step in, what thou sorrow seems to win. The two questions the poet has asked to the readers. The poet is not expecting some answers from the readers, but he wanted to stress some lines in order to show what type of message the poet wants to give. Now here the message is about life. As we have discussed that life means many up and downs. Happy moments as well as sad moments will be there in life. So we have to overcome with all these things and we have to continue with our life. The seventh point we are going to discuss here is special features. It is a happy and inspiring poem. This poem teaches every cloud has a silver lining. The poetess used symbolism throughout this poem. Morning rain refers to small problems and sunny hours refers to good times of the life. The last point is why I like the poem. I like the poem very much because it teaches me the reality of life. Life is full of up and downs, joys and sorrows. It encourages me to overcome the odds and move ahead in life. While writing this point, why I like the poem, students, you have to stress especially on the positive views. So you are supposed to write why I like the poem only. In this video, children, we have studied how to write an appreciation based on point-wise format. In the next video, we are going to see how to write an appreciation with the help of paragraph or a paragraph format. Now one homework for you. What appreciation we have discussed, you are going to copy the appreciation in your homework notebook and try to practice how to write an appreciation in a paragraph format.